Bear down, Chicago Bears. Game time, long ball time, and Daily Coppock time. How you doing, everybody? Right off the top, the team Loveys will conclude what's been a lousy preseason over by Lake Erie against the Cleveland Browns tonight. I have a tip for Lovey. The Bears right now are playing with no sense of urgency, no great sense of passion. Show them this video clip from Wilbur Marshall and the 1985 Chicago Bears. You know what? Inch for inch, pound for pound at that time, everybody was talking about Lawrence Taylor. In my opinion, the best pure football player in the NFL during that given window, mid-1980s, was Wilbur Marshall. As for the ball game tonight, hey, Jay Cutler will not play with a quarterback rating of 61. Why bother? Who needs the reps? Over to baseball, bad boy Rob Dibble bounced by the Washington Nationals from their broadcast booth. This is kind of an interesting story, but once again, kind of typifies the offbeat sense of humor and the temper of Rob Dibble. The Dib went for the jugular, talking about Nats phenom Stephen Strasburg a few weeks back, saying, and I quote, "You can't have the cavalry come in and save your butt every time you feel a little stiff." The problem now being that, of course, Strasburg tomorrow will have Tommy John surgery, which makes Dibble's comments look more stupid than usual. All right, hey, let's get your groove on right now. You heard it from Coppock. If the White Sox do wind up capturing the American League Central, if they bypass the Minnesota Twins, their unsung backdoor hero is going to be the veteran catcher. You know him, you love him. One of these days, he'll be working the WWE or TNA Wrestling, Mr. A.J. Przinsky. Who can ever forget Hell in the Cell, May of 2006, A.J. Przinsky against WBC lightweight contender and Cub catcher Michael Barrett. Meanwhile, let your imagination rumble. Wouldn't these two people, these two Hollywood-type starlets, have marvelous, marvelous babies? Probably neurotic as hell, but really marvelously cute children. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, along with Cameron Diaz, rumored to be an item in the New York press, not surprising. Now, A-Rod showed up at a birthday bash for Cameron the other night at a joint called The Lion, one of your classic New York velvet rope locations. And later on tomorrow, we'll be talking more about Lindsay Lohan. Okay, now pay close attention. This has to be one of my great moments in broadcasting. It's WrestleMania 2. I'm the ring announcer for a big match between Velvet McIntyre. Look how much younger I am. Look at that, Maggie. Look how much younger and handsomer I am. I'm telling you, you would have tried to pick me up in those days. I guarantee you. Now we bring on Moolah from South Carolina. The referee is Henry Van Loon. Now this match only went about a minute and a half because we had limited TV time. We only have 1 hour on the satellite, and we had a 15-man battle royal coming up featuring William Refrigerator Perry and Andre the Giant. So anyway, enough of that. Let's move on to one of my good friends, one of my deceased good friends, Mr. Scott Bam Bam Bigelow from New Jersey. The Bam Bam Man would have been 49 years old today. He was colorful, he was interesting, he was a prolific professional wrestler. You note that his tattoos began on the top of his cranium. Bam Bam got an early start. He began tattooing the top of his head when he was a junior in high school. Now, I recall during my New York television years going to a Festa Italiana in Midtown Manhattan. Bam Bam was there, and where did I see him? With his beautiful daughter? In the Freak Show, for heaven's sakes. All I could think of was, Bam Bam, for heaven's sakes, should be in the Freak Show. All right, fat guys shouldn't be dancing at halftime. You know what I want to see in Chicago, and I've talked about this before? I want a second NFL franchise. Why? Because for Eric, for Maggie, they keep on hearing about Red Grange, they keep on hearing about Bronco Nagurski and George Halas. It's time for young people to have their own team here in this town. Never going to happen because of the McCaskies. Never going to happen because Daly wouldn't extend himself to bring a second NFL team to Chicago. Why should LA have a franchise when Chicago, I'm telling you, if we had a second NFL franchise, we would sell out 55,000 season tickets in 15 minutes. It's all in my book, the best-selling Fat Guys Shouldn't Be Dancing in Halftime. Well, fat guys shouldn't be dancing at halftime. You know what? Hope I die before I get old, talking about my generation. The passionate vocals of Roger Daltrey, the raging guitar of Peter Townsend, the Who at their best. This goes back, my gosh, 10 years now, almost 10 years. shortly after 9/11. The Who is part of a benefit concert at Madison Square Garden. Doing one of their classic songs. Maggie, who are you? I said, Maggie, who the bleep are you? Get down with your bad self. Hey, send me your Facebook questions. Tomorrow is Q&A day right here on the Daily Coppock. We'll answer all of your questions. Meanwhile, just sit back and dig. Two of the greatest rockers God ever put on earth, Roger Daltrey and Peter Townsend. We play this in memory of John Entwistle and also Keith Moon, two members of the who tragically have left us under rather challenging circumstances. Have a good day. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow, the Friday edition of the Daily Coppock. So long, everybody.